Hey, welcome to a sort of different thing, but it's Dead Island Riptide. On Steam, for just this weekend that this was being recorded, Dead Island Riptide was free to play. So I thought I'd do the prologue part of it, because I don't have enough time to record the whole game or anything, and I thought I'd just give a bit of a perspective on how it plays compared to the original, which I've played but not finished. So that's the character I played with the first time, because I loved throwing the weapons. And here's the new character, which is John. So yeah, there's Logan, an ex-quarterback, Perna, a VIP bodyguard, an ex-city police officer, Xiang, a Chinese special forces officer, I guess, a Sambe, a rap one-hit wonder, and John, an ADF soldier. So you have throwing, firearms, blades, blunt, and hand-to-hand. So, ironically, Logan and he's Wolverine. Scratching my eye. Again, I apologise if there's any sniffling or sneezing or anything, because I've got a cold at the moment. So, yeah.
My grandfather fought the Japanese here in World War II and never left. Married a local girl. My father was native born and a sergeant major, so I'm second generation military. And from the time I was 10, I wanted to follow in their footsteps. I wanted to be a soldier and protect and defend this country against all enemies. Well, I did my job. Did what I was told. Always followed orders. Until the day they gave me an order I couldn't follow. You see, it's hard to describe how it feels when everything you believe in turns out to be a lie. And the people you trusted, the ones you love, die. And none of my commanders were born here. None of them knew the land and the people who lived here. None of them had to sacrifice anything. So they made others sacrifice what was dearest to them. I still can't believe I was the only one to say no, but I was the only one. I was accused of desertion and treason, and for that I was to spend the rest of my life in prison, simply for helping those I'd sworn to protect. Well, now I know who the real enemy is. This fight is not over. I swore an oath. And as far as I'm concerned, John Morgan is still a soldier.
Alright. That sounds pretty logical. Yeah, let's go through all of them in case you've not heard them before. Obviously, I'll be playing as the new character.
I always thought I wasn't worth a damn. Even when I made all-pro quarterback. Even at the top of my game, leading my team to the championship, deep down, I didn't think I deserved any of it. That everything had come crashing down. And damn it if I wasn't right. But did I learn from that? Did I change who I was? Hell no. I just enjoyed wallowing in my own goddamn misery. Yeah, boo-hoo, right? Well, I'm done with that. Seeing the whole world go to hell puts your own goddamn problems in perspective a little bit. I would have died at the Royal Palms for sure if good people didn't put their lives on the line for me. Not to mention what happened in Moresby in that goddamn jungle. I've seen some sick and horrible things, brother. But I've also seen people sacrifice everything for some poor soul they hardly know. When you're saving some terrified son of a bitch's ass, you don't have time to wallow in self-pity. There's a lesson there. Shit, I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm not that fucking smart. But I do know one thing, man. Logan Carter ain't as big a douchebag as everybody thought he was.
Alright. That is different, obviously, from the last game, because it's torn about the last game. Yeah, I still like him. I hate the Australianness of this game.
If someone has money, if they have power, they can pretend to be as pious as hell, and no one will ever suspect how evil they are. I learnt that firsthand working as a vice detective in Sydney. You know how many female half-Aborigine detectives there were before me? None. Yeah, you think it was easy. Suffering the abuse of my so-called colleagues. Half of them hated me because I was a girl, and the other half didn't like the fact that my mum was a Koori. But when it's the end of the bloody world, no one gives a shit who you are, or how big your bank account is. I saw it in the resort as the infection spread, and the rich, they died just as quick as the poor. And in Moresby, where the powers that be blew the bridges and trapped the less fortunate in the worst of it. But in the end, it didn't save any of them. When all the lies are stripped away, and the only thing between them and the bloody end is me, suddenly Perna is their best friend. Well, bugger them. I'm not here for them. I'm here for the ones who can't protect themselves. Anyone who lives in fear. I will protect them, and I will die for them. Because I was one of them.
Yeah, still don't like you. I didn't like how you sounded in the first game, don't like how you sound in this. Because you're just wrong in that you won't help people that rich, but if they're still scared, you should help them. As you said, doesn't matter what your bank account size is once you're in the zombie apocalypse, you're all fucked. So yeah, don't like you.
My father was a chief inspector for the Hong Kong police. He died when I was 10, and I told myself then that I would follow in his footsteps. I joined the force after graduating at the top of my class, but the men in charge never intended for me to be a real police officer. They didn't believe women were up to the task. But now, no one can deny who I am, what I've done, what I'm capable of. I thought I needed to prove my worth to my superiors. But now I know they are not and never were my superiors. It doesn't matter what they believe. It matters what I believe. And I know there is more to this tragedy than meets the eye. This infection, this plague is human-born. This is not nature correcting itself. This is mankind destroying itself. I saw how it swept the resort and reduced Moresby to bloody chaos. I don't know where it came from, but I do know that there are those in this world who would sacrifice millions to make billions. They operate unmolested with the approval of those who are supposed to protect us. In the end, I will expose them for the monsters they are. For I am Xian Mei, and I will honor my father's memory.
Yeah, you're okay. I don't mind you. You can see that there's something behind it and trying to figure it out. Please don't be black as black. Even though I know he is, because that's who Lewis played as in the first game.
When I was growing up in New Orleans, all I ever wanted to do was rap. Man, I couldn't catch a break until Who Do You Voodoo?
Who do you
Supposed to be a
voodoo,
joke,
bitch?
But all of a sudden, I was rich as shit. I had everything I ever wanted, man. Everything. Except respect. Nobody thought I was a real deal. Just some no-talent, one-hit wonder. Hell, if I didn't start believing them. It's no surprise I'd never another hit after that. I ain't nothing to say. Well, you know what? I got something to say now. Didn't think I'd ever see anything as sad as Katrina. But this plague, what happened at the Royal Palms, what happened in Moresby, it's something out of goddamn horror movie, man. The dead are rising up against the living like it's the end of days. And maybe it is, but I gotta say, people do amazing shit when they up against it. The ones you think gon' stand their ground, they fucking run. And the quiet ones, the ones you don't even notice, man, they don't give an inch. They'll give up everything for somebody they don't even know. There's a song there somewhere. Shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna still be standing when all is said and done. But if I am, believe me, Sam B got something to say.
Girlfriend. He's alright. Very stereotypical. You're okay because you have a good story. I hate you. I like you because you have a nice character. And your story seems interesting.
My
so,
grandfather fought the Japanese here
Oh,
in World
no.
War II and never
Not
left.
custom.
Married a local girl. My
Yes, I
father
would
was...
like to watch the intro movie.
My name's Perna, and I'm gonna tell you about the worst bloody holiday ever. I was at the Royal Palms Resort on Benoit.
We're all
working as a
going
bodyguard
on
for
a
some
summer
arsehole
zombie
CEO.
day.
I figured once he left the island, I'd have a good week to relax on the beach, enjoy a Mai Tai or two.
Voodoo,
But
you
no,
voodoo
that wasn't
bitch.
to be. As I woke up one morning to discover that the goddamn zombie apocalypse had arrived. A local lifeguard by the name of Cinnamore saved my life. Soon after that, I discovered I was immune to whatever this plague was. I met a few others who were immune, and somehow we were all elected to save everybody else. There was
Hi, guys.
Sam B, a one-hit wonder hip-hop star from the States. Logan, an ex-football player and full-time douchebag who never missed a chance to hit on me. And
Yeah,
Shinra,
sure he did.
a sweet little hotel clerk who was as brutal with a blade as anyone I had ever seen. Together, we went to Norsby to try to gather more supplies. And from there, things really went to hell. The army tried to contain the infection, but they were bloody useless. Benoit itself was totally isolated. It was pretty clear we were on our own. At this point, we just wanted off that goddamn island. And that's what led us to that maximum security prison. You see, some dickhead colonel by the name of Ryder White
That's
lied
L.
to get us to track down what he thought was a cure for this zombie plague. Well, that cure ended up turning White into a giant bloody maniac. Luckily, we hooked up with a prisoner who flew us out of there on the colonel's helicopter. We were off that goddamn island at last. And everyone we tried to save back on Benoit, well, they
Oh!
didn't make it.
I didn't realise she
Except for that
died.
little girl, Nerima. We spotted that naval vessel just in time, as we were just about out of petrol. We couldn't believe how lucky we were to finally find a safe haven.
Yay, safe haven. Oh, I liked the girl who was like the mechanic person. I didn't know she died. Yeah, I got up to just before entering the prison pretty much, I think. At least I believe they were heading that way at that time, so... Well, that zombie was clearly just recently killed. Thank God that prisoner can fly a helicopter.
Get your hands off me!
What the hell?
What is going on here?
Get off me!
Get it off me! Get it off!
Whoa, calm down. You landed on a military thing. What do you expect them to act like? Whoa, whoa!
What's with the cuffs?
Sorry, but I can't take any chances. My orders are to take you into custody and transport you to a secure quarantine area.
And who the hell are you?
Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Hardy. Don't resist and you'll be fine. We just need to be sure you don't pose
Man,
a
we no
threat.
threat. The threat's on Benoit. You have any idea what's happening back there?
We have an idea. We're hoping you can help us fill in the details. Especially her.
You keep the hell away from her.
Frank Serpo. I should have guessed. Are you the one in charge of this clusterfuck? Watch yourself with this guy. This freak would sell out his own mother. If he had one.
Take the immune down to the lab. The two others will come with me.
Lab?
Hey, do we look like goddamn guinea pigs
I'm a
to you?
citizen of the USA, man. I got motherfucking rights.
Back off, Serpo. You just stay out of it.
What the fuck, man?
Don't do that again. One less immune won't make any difference. Now take him to the lab.
You may have command over Palanai, but on this ship, I'm in charge and I have my orders.
Your orders are to follow my orders, Colonel. Would you like me to call your superiors?
Somebody tell me what the fuck is going on here.
Sunlight. Sunlight! Prologue. Sea of Fog.
They have a very high tolerance, Mr. Serpo. I've already administered 3 doses.
So how much longer? You said we'd have results by now.
Sir, this is uncharted territory. We'll need another day at least.
I am a scientist.
Just be careful. We don't want him dying on us.
What about the native woman, Yerima?
That's a more complicated case. She's being taken to another location.
Don't worry. I'm keeping a close eye.
Oh, God. My head.
What the hell happened? Motherfuckers drugged us.
Who are you?
Oh, there he is.
Hey, we're talking to you.
I'm nobody, really.
You've been bitten. How long has it been?
Long enough. I guess it doesn't affect me.
So you immune too?
Bloody
So
lucky.
it seems.
What? They plant you here to spy on us?
Right, that's why I'm beat to shit like this. It's all part of my cover.
So, they tested you too?
Yeah. I'm guessing they're trying to figure out why we're all immune to
How'd you
this.
get here?
I was a soldier before the shit hit the fan. Part of a huge humanitarian search and rescue operation. And then that civilian arrived.
So,
Right. Suddenly, the military was no longer in charge, and the rescue operation was called off.
Oh, creepy
What are they
eyes.
up to?
All I know is there's a naval blockade around the entire archipelago. No one's allowed in or out. Whatever the fuck is going on, there's nothing to do with humanitarian efforts. That's pretty clear.
Christ, I'm still woozy from those bloody drugs.
Oh, God, my head. Hey, where are the others? Oh, they must have taken them when I was out.
That's interesting.
This is a fucking dog's breakfast.
Why is that?
The ship's been compromised. If you're down in the hold, I'm opening all the cell doors.
I better head topside, get my bearings. Looks like the crew already bailed.
Okay. Let's have a look-see at the skills. I already looked at these before when I was testing the game. I like this tree the best. But I'm gonna activate that to get the Fury. That to start this. So if I hit right trigger while aiming at an enemy's head. Fair enough. Let's see, decrease stamina, increase durability, chance to heal. Oh, it's 25% though. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30, 45. Stamina, I guess. What we got here? A kill increases damage for 5 seconds. No. Gain chance to perform very powerful fist and kick attacks with a built-in knock. Maybe. Increased damage with hand-to-hand weapons. Wide attack was. Oh yeah. While sprinting. Let's get all of those. Kicks while running deal a lot more damage. Good, because I do like doing that. And I can stomp. 5 left. That's not enough to get to the end. What we got? Uppercut, critical. Is it that? 2 left. Evading enemy strike, no. Increase critical, no. Ooh. That's pretty good. And then that. There we go. I already noticed one slight glitch. That. I've now upgraded the foot attack to be like really powerful and doesn't drain stamina. However, the dancing, that does drain stamina, but infinite foot.